Just going straight in with my P. Louise base, guys. This is just in the shade 0.1 and I'm just putting this down as a little primer for the eyeshadows. I love this base as always. In this video, guys, we are doing a little giveaway. If you do want to be entered, it is for UK residents only, and all you have to basically do is just subscribe to my YouTube channel and comment on one of these videos, whether it's the first look or the second look, what kind of looks that you want me to do using this Carnival 4 palette. So that's all you have to do to enter the giveaway, guys, is just to comment what kind of looks you guys want to see, and you could win a Carnival 4 palette. I'm just going in with this shade called Antidote. This is also the name of the palette. It's like a deep green shade. It's really nice. And we're just going to go into the sort of outer crease of this. And we're just going to make this nice and dark. I'm just laying down the colour here. I'm also going in with the shade Clover here, which is just slightly lighter. It's more of a sort of grass green. And I'm doing the half and half method, where I'm just kind of placing this just above that darker shade there. And then I go back and I blend it all out. Just going in with this shade here, which is called Moss. This is a really nice light green, and again I'm doing the half and half method, and I'm just going slightly above that green shade there, and I'm just doing that little sort of dark to light transition. Blending out the edges and just blending the colours together just slightly. Just going back and forth and reinforcing the previous colours as well, that Clover and the Antidote shade as well. Just taking a little bit of this colour, which is called Buttercup. It's a beautiful bright yellow shade, and again I'm just slightly going round the edges with that. Very small amount I'm using of this, by the way, guys, because it is super pigmented, so you literally do not need much of this shade. Just getting a little bit of blank canvas now, and I'm just doing a little cut crease here. I just wanted like the centre bit to be a completely different colour, and I did want to experiment with some of the sort of shimmery shades. So we're just putting down a little bit of this blank canvas. This stuff is actually really super thick, so I do suggest that you let it dry before you go in with any other shadows on top. That way you probably will get the best result out of your eyeshadows. I'm just going with this shade, which is called Silvery. It is a sort of mossy kind of green shade, but it does also have a little tint of silver. It kind of reflexes a little bit. It's really nice. So I wanted to use this all over the lid. Just going with this shade here, which is called Simmer, and I'm just blending this in the inner sort of corners. It was a little bit more yellowy, but I wasn't too bothered with that, to be fair. It was just to sort of change up the colour a little bit. I'm just going back and forth with the outer colours here, and I'm just blending in a little bit of Antidote in the corners and just deepening up that Clover shade. Just taking a little bit of the shade Antidote here, and I'm just running that across my lash band line. Just going into the face here, and I'm just using my Pore Vanish primer here by Love Revolution. I've been really liking this. Do I feel like I see a difference? I do a little bit. It definitely does sort of minimise my pores a little bit more, and I don't know, it just makes my face feel a little bit more refreshed. So yeah, I really like this primer. I'm also just going in with a little bit of the Nars Radiant Longwear foundation. This one is in the shade Fiji, and I'm just going in with this. This is actually the first time that I've used this, and it seems really nice. I feel like I definitely need a lighter shade. This shade is definitely a little bit on the darker side than what I usually wear, but still a really nice foundation so far. just going in with a little bit of concealer here under my eyes and just sort of blending that in. This concealer is the Infinite Concealer by Revolution. Really like it. It gives really good coverage as well, and it's super affordable, so what's there not to like? Just going in with a little bit of my Peaches setting powder here. It's just the white one, the Universe one. And I'm just dabbing this under the eyes a little bit. I'm then putting it on with a bigger sort of eye brush just because it can get right under. And I'm just going to have a little bit of the shade Antidote, and I'm just putting this on my lower lash line as well. I'm not completely smoking this out, I'm just kind of leaving the colour under my eyes just a little bit. Normally I do smoke it out quite a bit and make it quite thick under the eyes, but I just wanted like just a little bit of colour under the eyes. And I also did just go in with a nude liner this time as well in my waterline. Again, this is just the nude liner by Love Revolution, and it's really nice, and it was just to kind of bring out the eyes a little bit more without making them too dark with black liner. This is also the powder that I was using to set my face. I'm just trying to use this up really. It's running out and it's really annoying me that I still got some left. I really want to use some different powders, so I'm trying to use this one up. Just going in with my e.l.f. bronzer here, and I'm just warming up the face a little bit. I'm also just going in with this little Primark blush. I think it's called Darling or something like that. I can't quite remember. But it's a beautiful, nice blush, and it's actually super pigmented for the price. I think it was only like $2.50 or something. It's a fab little blush. I'm just going in with this shade here, and I'm going to just use this for the eyebrow sort of highlight. Didn't want it to be too glowy, to be fair, so we just went in with a little bit of this with a light hand. I'm just going in with some standard lip liner by P. Louise, but my usual sort of lip combo anyway, guys, that you see in most of my videos just now. And I did go in with a little bit of that glisten shade in the inner corners and a little bit of lip gloss, which is just clear. And that is this look done. I hope you guys like it. Do not forget to enter the little giveaway, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye.